Ladies and gentlemen, football faithful, can you believe it? The New York Giants, our beloved Big Blue Wrecking Crew, the team that stunned the football world by toppling the undefeated Patriots in Super Bowl 42 back in 2007, Eli Manning to Plaxico Burress, that helmet catch by David Tyree still giving me chills, are once again on the hunt for a head coach who can bring that same magic back to MetLife Stadium. Yeah, you heard me right. In the shadow of the New Jersey Turnpike, where the wind howls off the Hudson and the fans chant like it's the Polo Grounds all over again, the Giants are gearing up for a coaching carousel that could redefine this franchise. What if I told you the next hire might just be the spark that reignites the NFC East rivalry inferno? Buckle up, Giant Nation. I'm your host, diving deep into the latest bombshell from NFL insider extraordinaire Jay Glazer, straight from the Fox pregame desk before that nail-biter against the Packers in Week 11. Let's start with the scoop that's got every die-hard from the Bronx to Buffalo buzzing. Jay Glazer, the guy who breaks news faster than Saquon Barkley used to hit the hole, before he jetted off to Philly, ouch, dropped a bombshell on Fox NFL Kickoff. The Giants' search for Brian Daboll's replacement won't be some wild goose chase across every coaching tree in the league. No, sir. It's targeted, it's strategic, and it's laser-focused on proven NFL bloodlines. Forget raiding college campuses for the next Lane Kiffin dream. Glazer says Big Blue is staying firmly in pro football's trenches. The big question hanging over 1925, Giants drive? Do they want a culture builder to instill that gritty blue-collar ethos the Giants were built on? Think Bill Parcells barking orders in the 80s, turning underdogs into champions, or do they prioritize an offensive guru to mold young quarterback Jackson Dart into the next Eli? Dart, that Arkansas gunslinger the Giants snagged in the 2024 draft, third round, remember? The kid with the cannon arm and that uncanny ability to thread needles under pressure, much like Manning did in those epic drives. At 23, he's got the poise of a vet, but let's be real. After a rocky 4-5 start this season, with flashes of brilliance like that 300-yard, 3-TD gem against the Commanders in Week 6, he needs a steady hand to unlock his potential. And folks, this decision could make or break the 2025 playoff push. Now, let's roll out the red carpet for the 6 names Glazer put on the table. Guys who've either worn the headset as headmen or coordinated chaos on sidelines that scream Giant material. First up, Mike McCarthy, the Super Bowl architect from Green Bay, where he hoisted the Lombardi in 2010 with a precision passing attack that'd make even the ghost of Fran Tarkenton nod in approval. McCarthy's been grinding it out in Dallas, turning Dak Prescott into a top 10 QB, but imagine him transplanting that West Coast wisdom to East Rutherford. He'd be a culture setter, no doubt, bringing that Packers discipline to a Giant squad that's young and hungry. Mike's the steady Eddie we need, Glazer hinted, and I couldn't agree more. Picture McCarthy scheming up play-action bootlegs that get Dexter Lawrence, our big blue behemoth on the D-line, feasting in the backfield. Lawrence, by the way, with 7.5 sacks already this year, channeling his inner Michael Strahan. Remember Strahan's record 22.5 in 01? That's the legacy we're talking. Sliding into the mix next, Matt Nagy. Nagy, the former Bears boss who lit up Chicago with that Shanahan-style offense before hopping to Kansas City as Andy Reid's right-hand man. There, he's been whispering sweet nothings into Patrick Mahomes' ear, helping the Chiefs stay atop the AFC. Nagy's got that creative spark, the kind that could turn Jackson Dart's raw talent into a highlight reel. Remember his 2018 Bears squad, averaging 30 points a game? For the Giants, who'd love to climb from their league-worst 18.2 points per outing this season, Nagy could be the offensive whisperer. But here's the rub. His Chicago tenure ended with some head-scratching clock management, echoes of those late-game meltdowns we've seen too often in Big Blue's past. Still, with Nagy's ties to Reid, who'd pass on poaching a piece of that tree? He's got the pedigree, one anonymous Giants exec might say, and I'd bet my press pass he's right. Then we've got Lou Anarum, a name that should have Giants fans pumping their fists. The Staten Island kid who cut his teeth as a Giants assistant back in the day, now calling defensive signals for the Colts. Anarumo's unit in Indy is top 10 against the run, swarming like the '86 Giants defense that LT terrorized quarterbacks with 20.5 sacks. Hiring Lou would be like bringing home a prodigal son, local flavor, intimate knowledge of the NFC East grind. Against those pesky Eagles, with Jalen Hurts scrambling like a caffeinated squirrel, Anarumo's blitz packages could flip the script on that rivalry. We've lost 12 of the last 15 to Philly, enough to make any fan want to chuck their blue terrible towel into the Passaic River. Lou gets it. He's from here. Don't sleep on Steve Spagnuolo, either. The man who's coordinated two of the most suffocating defenses in Giants history. Remember his 2007 crew that sacked Tom Brady 5 times in the Super Bowl? Or the 2011 miracle workers who turned Eli's arm into gold? Spags, as we call him, stepped in as interim last year after a brutal stretch, going 1-2 but showing that fire. Now with the Chiefs, he's the Ian to Nagy's Yang if they pair up. Steve's the heartbeat of this franchise. I'd imagine GM Joe Schoen saying in a smoky backroom huddle, "He's bled blue." And with our secondary, led by Deonte Banks locking down receivers like a vault, Spagnuolo could elevate that to shutdown status. Think holding the Cowboys' CD Lamb to under 50 yards, a dream in this heated NFC East blood feud. Arthur Smith rounds out the vets with head coaching chops. The ex-Falcon skipper, now scripting plays for Pittsburgh's run-heavy attack under Mike Tomlin. Smith's a ground-and-pound guy, perfect for maximizing Devin Singletary's burst or grooming a rookie back. But let's be honest, his Atlanta days were marred by 5-12 finishes and QB controversies. Could he adapt to Dart's aerial flair? It's a gamble, but in a division where the Cowboys flash their stars and the Commanders rebuild with grit, Smith's toughness fits the Giants' hard-nosed identity. Arthur brings that southern steel, Glazer noted, and against the Eagles' front seven, we could use every ounce. Finally, the dark horse duo without the full HC badge. Chris Shula, the 39-year-old Rams was kid running Sean McVay's defense. Shula's name is popping per Glazer. McVay himself calls him a future star, and why not? His Rams D-line, with Aaron Donald's heir apparent Kobe Turner, mirrors what Dexter Lawrence could anchor. Shula's aggressive schemes held the 49ers to 17 points last week. Imagine that chaos at MetLife, sacking Jalen Hurts into next Tuesday. The other riser? Let's spotlight how this ties into the broader tree. Shula's youth could inject fresh energy, much like how McVay revolutionized LA. But wait, there's more to this than names on a whiteboard. Let's zoom out for some historical heft, because the Giants aren't just any team. They're the franchise that played their first game in 1925 at the Polo Grounds, drawing 27,000 fans on a crisp October day, birthing a love affair with New York grit. We've won 4 Super Bowls, folks. 86 with LT's sack dance on Sims, 07 and 11 with Eli's fairytale runs, and that 54 NFL title under Jim Lee Howell. Coaching carousel? We've seen it all. Ali Sherman's 5 straight titles in the 60s, Parcells' miracle 86 squad avenging the sneakers game loss to the Bears. Looking ahead, my prediction: if they lean offense for Dart, it's Nagy's job to lose. Pair him with Spagnuolo as DC, and you've got a balanced beast that could snag 10 wins, sneaking into the playoffs via the brutal NFC East tiebreaker over Washington. Culture first. McCarthy walks in, stabilizes the ship, eyes on 2026 dominance. Either way, implications ripple. A splash hire boosts free agency. Imagine luring a vet WR to stretch the field for Dart. Draft-wise, with our mid-round pick, we stockpile linemen to protect that future. And don't get me started on the rivalry fuel. Cowboys fans are cackling now, but a Giants resurgence? Dak Prescott's nightmares resume. Giants fans, as the leaves turn gold in the Meadowlands, remember this. We're the team that moved from the cozy chaos of Yankee Stadium to the gleaming expanse of MetLife, yet never lost that underdog fire. We've got the legacy of Strahan's gap-toothed grin after sacking Favre, LT's sideline sacks that bent the rules of physics. So, rally up, grab your blue face paint, crank New York, New York on the drive to Jersey, and tune in Sunday as we clash with the Falcons. Will this coach search be the turning point? You bet it will. Follow me here for every whisper, every wire, because Big Blue's roar is just getting started. This is your Giants Report. Stay passionate, stay blue. Go Giants!